Well, good morning, traders. We're seeing futures open a little bit on the back foot this morning. A few sellers creeping in, and the weekend news hasn't been overly prolific. I think most of it's been the two-way debate. One was where the US dollar is likely to go, and if you can get your dollar call right, you're doing pretty well. The second one is around these kind of liquidity versus traditional fundamentals, and those fundamentals are clearly going to be put to the test this week with a whole raft of different companies coming out with earnings reports. We've got the Fed meeting, the ECB meeting, as well as things like the ISM manufacturing numbers and Chinese manufacturing. So those debates will be largely addressed this week, but we are seeing futures opening a little bit lower, and this comes at the time when a number of countries are detailing plans to ease restrictions on their economies, such as Italy, Spain, and what we've been seeing in Belgium, and also in certain states in the US as well. So let's have a look at the board and see how things are faring this morning.
Okay, let's have a look at the FX Open. Fairly calm at the moment. Aussie dollar, the star performer, although 28 basis points is neither here nor there, but it could be a reflection of things to come. You can see the Noki there under a bit of pressure there, slightly weaker open. We've seen in the Brent and the and WTI price, something we'll watch in a second. But you can see it's been a fairly calm open so far. As I say, the dollar debate, one that's very real at the moment. You can have a look at the open that we've been seeing in the S&P futures, down 0.5%. We've got Nasdaq futures down, Smalls and Russell futures down 0.4% as well. That's going to take away a little bit of the headwind or the tailwind that we saw from the S&P, which was up 1.4%. So it's going to be a messy boat open there. I think the SPY futures up 1.6%. We'll see the reset there. Obviously, the big news this morning is that NAB have come out with earnings. They've cut their dividend to 30 cents and they've come out with an institutional placement. So that's something that has largely been touted, but that may affect the open there playing through. You've got WTI opening down about 2.5% at the moment. July down about 80 basis points. Gold spot, small sellers playing through. The gold daily looks really nice at the moment, and definitely one we're watching on the open this morning. So an interesting open here in Australia. It'll be interesting to see what happens given the NAB numbers there and how that affects the banking sector.